Today I'm going to show you a few of my custom LoRAs that I've trained to give a vintage and candid look to your AI influencers. These are all available for free on my Patreon. You can get that at the link in the bio. I'm just going to show you what I like to generate, kind of how I get these results. I find that these look quite realistic compared to other AI influencers. They have candid, kind of retro look, which tends to honestly look a little bit modern as well. It's kind of back in trend now. People want that vintage look. You can see eBay exploding with different vintage cameras that are just going for crazy prices now, you know, things that would have went for nothing. So this kind of look is in demand, and that's sort of what inspired me to train this LoRA. So I trained it all myself. I used my custom LoRA training dataset prep tool. That's also available on my Patreon. You can check that out if you want to start training your own LoRAs for realism and things like this. So this one is called 2000s Babe. I trained that for Flux. I'm using Flux Korea. It works just as well. Even though I actually trained it on Flux Dev, Flux Korea works well. Got the weight type scaled, make everything faster on my 5090, and we've got the Flux Korea VE loader as well. So it's quite simple. This is just a simple Flux workflow that I have that just allows me to load a couple of LoRAs. The only one I have active right now is my 2000s Turbo Babe, as I've named the keyword. I thought that was kind of funny and fitting. So as you can see, I've got her set up at a house party. We'll do a live generation here. I might fast forward this just if it takes a second. Oh, no fast forward. We're ripping on the 5090 today. So you can see it's got people in the background that look pretty realistic. She's the center focus. It's a little bit blurred. I have it on a 1.0 weight for these generations, but you could lower it. We can try something with maybe 0.5 just to see how it goes. It'll reduce the degradation of the photo, but you should still get that vibe that we're trying to achieve here. Okay, we've got it set to 0.5. Let's see how that goes. Now look at that. That's much closer to the quality that I'm looking for, that 2000s kind of vibe. I felt maybe it was a little bit old before, but that looks fantastic. Getting rid of that Polaroid prompt really helped. Let's generate a couple of more here. I might put this on fast forward. We'll see. I just want you to be able to rapidly go through the results. This is all live, nothing cherry picked. Okay, I cut that short. 16 images was just taking too long. So let's continue here. Also, you don't have to do the house party prompt. I just kind of like that it shows that you can get those background faces, you can get the candid moment, the house. Everything looks real and unpolished, which is kind of the key in my opinion. So next up, we have my next custom LoRA, which is called the Flux One 80s Babe. So again, this was trained on Flux Dev. I prefer to use Flux Korea just because it gives it more of a realism and it synergizes with this LoRA a little better. We're gonna keep it at 0.5. This one really degrades the photo a lot, just like an 80s photo, you know, from your standard camera back then. So this is gonna be a little more interesting in a lot of ways. You can create those vintage photos, you know, historical style photos. It really gives a lot of depth to your AI influencer, being able to have this many different varieties of vintage photography styles. So let's get rid of the house party. Let's get her sitting on a couch in the living room. Let's see what happens. I haven't tested this at all. I just want to see. This is live generation. And look at that. That could be your auntie, your mom, your grandma. I don't know how old you are, but that looks like an authentic 80s photo to me. Once again, this LoRA is available on my Patreon, just like all the other ones, for free. I do have an AI influencer starter kit as well. You can get my LoRA tool. I'm just trying to create value and show people the ropes because so much of this stuff has been gate kept. I'm giving it away. If you want to donate, there's $5 tier, $5 Canadian. It's quite cheap, less than a Starbucks coffee. If you don't want to, go ahead, download it for free. I hope you enjoy it. So let's do some more. Let's get some more 80s girls going here. Fantastic, look at that. So these were all trained on Mid-Journey images that I created with a certain style and look. So these are not trained on real people. You can use these for any use case you want, full commercialization, I don't care. Look at that, that's great. So you really get that film style photography look. It's fantastic in my opinion. So these are two of my favorites that I've trained. I think you're really going to enjoy them. I would love to see what kind of results you come up with or what you use it for. But yeah, check out my Patreon. The link's in the description there. And this was just a short video on showing you 2 of my favorite LoRAs to create that authentic, candid vintage look. And if you haven't subscribed, obviously you haven't, this is a new channel. I'm just putting this information out there. If you want to, go ahead. I'll be posting lots of this kind of stuff and I'm updating my Patreon constantly. Thanks guys, have a good day.